Start.
All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Town of Watertown Water and Sewer Authority. This is the January 20th, 2021 meeting. And this is a virtual meeting. I'm here at the Watertown Water and Sewer Authority office with Vinnie Caterino. So we're here this evening. So again, this is a virtual meeting for the Watertown Water and Sewer Authority. First order of business on the agenda tonight is roll call. So if I could have everybody go through and state their name, please.
Keith Franson.
Ed Wilkes.
Vincent Maltese.
Mario Mancini.
Krista Miasi.
Okay, I think we got everybody there. Welcome, Marissa. Welcome to the meeting this evening.
Thank you.
Item number 3 on the agenda this evening is public participation. Mike Simmons, do we have anybody on the line as far as, and Mike is our IT coordinator for the town of Watertown. So Mike, do we have any people on the line this evening?
Mr. Commissioner, I'm sorry, there's no public attendees.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yep.
Moving forward on the agenda, we're going to go to item 4, unfinished business. Item 4A is possible water service to D'Annunzio Road. And I'm going to pass this over to Mr. Caterino, and this item is on your superintendent's report, item 3G. So Mr. Caterino, who's sitting here over my shoulder about 6 feet apart, so you'll see him in the background.
Okay, if you refer to your superintendent's report, G, request for water service to D'Annunzio Road. There was a petition signed by the owners of that road. 6 or 7 different people signed it, requesting water service because their wells are not up to par. They were running out of water during the summer, and some water quality issues. So basically, there's a 12-inch water main in Ledge Road. One house is connected to it with the long connection, number 173 and 193. The other 6 properties have wells and are not connected. There is one undeveloped lot. All these houses and parcels are located directly down gradient of the old Fusco's junkyard. If we were to put a water main in, the total length of the water main would be approximately 800 feet. An 8-inch would be required with the fire hydrant located at the end. The estimated total cost would be approximately $200 a foot, or $160,000. The amount that the town would have to pay, we would subtract approximately $49,000 from the proposed assessments. So that means the town would have to pay approximately $100,000. This area is not located in the old Oakville Fire District, so those rules do not apply where we would pay for the water main. It does not apply here. So as far as funding, if it is determined to move forward, it may be possible for the Water and Sewer Authority to fund it or have the town fund it as a general benefit. That would take some work going to the town council. The authority would have to approve it, and then the town council would have to approve it, and then we'd have to go for a referendum. All this would have to be reviewed by the town attorney and the town manager. Also, in our Water and Sewer Authority policy manual, we have a rule number 14, which would also possibly apply And I attached that rule with your packets from last month. Basically, all that rule says is that for water extensions, whoever wants the water extension, the property owners would have to come up with the money, and the town would organize putting the water main in, but the people would have to pay directly for the water main. I doubt that would ever happen because it's just way too much money. And I talked to some of the property owners up there. They weren't really paying for the water. They would take it if they could. You know, they wouldn't be upset if we put the water main in. And then the owner who started this request, the owner of 180 Ledge Road, I'm sorry, 180 Denunzio Road, he's looking at just connecting to the water main directly with a 1-inch copper line, because he abuts it. And he wasn't aware of that when he started this request. So as of right now, I don't see this as being a project that we should vote on or pursue it. It's not I don't see it as a major problem right now. In the future it might be, but right now I don't foresee doing anything to push this through at the present time. Like I say, the person that really wanted it is going to just connect directly to it. So I don't see it requiring too much of our vote or anything at this point. It may in the future, like I said, but just wanted to bring it to the authorities' attention that this is, the neighbors did submit a petition. So I don't see any action required at this point.
If any, the cost would be 160,000, you said?
Approximately 160,000, yeah.
All right, and then there's probably a ledge up there too, so it'd probably even be a little more.
Yeah, you're right, exactly. So you're talking a lot of money for like 4 or 5 houses. It just, I don't see it economically feasible at this point.
I agree. All right,
We need a motion to table.
Yeah, we could do a table it for further discussion till next month.
Okay, Keith, do you want to entertain a motion to table that?
Yeah, I'll entertain a motion that we table this probably until the March meeting. Because we're not in a hurry, so.
Okay, that'll be fine. I have a motion that's been made by Keith Franson to table this till the March meeting. Do I have a second?
second.
I have a second by Mike Garasino. Is there any further discussion on the issue? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote if everybody wants to either, I forget how we did this the last time, either signify by saying aye or raise your hand. I'll ask for those who are in favor to vote aye.
Keith
Aye.
Franson, aye.
Mike Garasino, aye. We're tabling it.
Ed Wilk, aye. Tabling it.
Vin
Mario
Maltese.
Mancini, aye.
Okay, I think I got both Mario and Vin, and I got Marissa. So all those opposed, say nay. Okay, hearing none, the motion carries. And let me just step back 1 second, because I think when we did roll call, I failed to introduce myself, Jim Sugden, as the chairman when we did roll call, so I apologize for that.
Who seconded that motion?
That was seconded by
Mike Garasino?
Mike Garasino. Okay, so that motion, that vote carried to table that issue till the March meeting. Moving forward to item number 5, which is new business. 5A is preliminary water sewer authority fiscal year 2022 budget. So we'll see attached and the superintendent's report, item 3E. So at this time, I'll turn it back over to Mr. Caterino and he can walk us through the budget this evening. That package should have been in your previous month and last month's package that was sent out. So hopefully everybody's had a chance to take a look at that.
Okay, basically, the fiscal year ending 2022 budget is very similar to last year's budget and previous year's budgets, not much difference at all. So what I'll do is I'll go over the sewer operations budget, the proposed expenditures. And then we'll go over the water operations, and then we'll do, go over the projected revenue. The total for the sewer operations expenditures is $1,868,976. Last year was $1,876,296. It's only, we're like actually about $8,000 less than last year for sewer. The personal services are pretty much the same. Benefits are very close. The big numbers that we deal with in the sewage disposal is the money that we pay Waterbury for sewage. And we're putting in the budget of $1 million even. That's a little less than last year. And that's just how we're estimating it based on the 5-year average. And we're pretty close every year for that.
Vinny, excuse me, we're paying Vin the city of Waterbury every month still?
Yeah, we're still, yes, we pay Waterbury based on our last rates that we had. We're not increasing anything. We're just paying them the normal, the last rate that we were paying them when the contract ended. So as everybody knows, we're still in arbitration and
Right.
with the cities, and we don't know when that's going to come to an end, but we're still paying. We're paying it every month, but at our last rate. And we, as you know, we raised our rates 10% last September. So our fund balance is very good, actually.
Good.
At
What
this,
are we, city a month, you think, average?
excuse me, Mike?
What are we paying them a month?
We average for sewer
So,
around 60 to 70,000 a month
okay,
for sewage, and the water, I'll go over water when we get to that.
all right, thank you.
We're, it's a hefty number, but
Yeah, we've been paying them every month though, since it's
we've
been,
been paying them something every month.
good, all right, thank you.
Anyways, so that our big number there is for purchase services, total of $1,162,665. And then the other portion of our operations budget is our sewer capital account. We're transferring $175,000 to our sewer capital, which is, part of our sewer operations. Capital is when we just repair, replace worn out components and older pipes and pumps and so on and so forth, where we just replace them with new ones. Just as a point, we have all new pumps in all of our pump stations and all new controls and all new rails, everything. They're all up to very, very good condition right now. So every year we put money into the capital. Whatever needs to be repaired, we do, and we have been doing it, and everything's in very good shape. So basically our sewer capital, we're going to do two line items, which is sewer and manhole rehabilitation. I'm putting 100,000 into that line item. And that's going to replace any broken or corroded manhole cover and frames. And we also clean and inspect approximately 2 miles of sewer line every year in the older sections of town, so that 100,000 will cover that work. Then we also have another line item that's 75,000, and that's the 3R, which is repair, replace, and rehabilitate. Again, that's for unexpected repair costs. Say if a pump goes or a wet well, there's a problem with a wet well, we have money in the budget to repair it. And so that sewer capital is 175,000. And we're not proposing any sewer extension projects this year. So again, the total for the sewer operations is 1,868,976. The other part of our budget is the water operations, which, as you guys know from previous years, water operations and sewer operations, we split the cost for manpower, personal services, and employee benefits. We split it 50-50. So the total budget for the water operations is $1,797,826. Very close to last year's, which is $1,796,354. So we're not really increasing it. It's almost the same, basically. The big number in water operations is again what we pay the city of Waterbury for water. And that amount this year, we're proposing $800,000. And we pay, it varies, water consumption varies quite a bit over the years. So, we average, let me see, around, maybe 60 or 70,000 a month on the average for water. Pretty close to what we pay for sewage, actually. And again, the same thing with the contract. Once we know what's going on with the contract, we could adjust our rates as we need to. Basically, all the other line items are very similar. So for purchase services is $1,082,515. Again, we're not doing any water extension projects this year, and we're going to be doing some capital for a total of capital is going to be a total of $170,000. And the water capital projects are very similar to previous years. We plan on replacing 10 fire hydrants at $4,000 a piece for $40,000. We'll put $10,000 in for water main materials. And 3R is $40,000 for unexpected repairs. And let me see, we have one new project for water. We're replacing an old water main in Frederick Street. It's a 2-inch galvanized line. Well, that's going to be for $80,000. The total water capital is $170,000. So basically that's it. And our revenue, basically, we project our revenue is really the same amount that we project in our expenditures. So calculate what we project for revenue, and we limit our expenditures to that amount. That's what we did here. So that's really it for the water and sewer budgets. Very, very similar to last year, like I said. If you have any questions, you just have to answer them.
Yeah, I'll open it up for questions to Mr. Caterino.
Vinny, it looks like we're right on the mark with last year's numbers. You know,
Yeah.
it looks like- I mean, you know, considering, you're only off a few thousand here and there. It looks like you guys did a good job with your budget.
Yeah, we're pretty close. Every year, we're
Yeah.
pretty close. We keep it pretty tight, you know?
Yeah, it looks fine to me.
Any other questions from anybody else on the budget for Mr. Caterino?
Do we need a motion to accept it?
Yes.
Good, well, because we're going to the town council in March. And the town council meets March 15th. And our meeting in March, I think, is after that.
Yeah, I would recommend we do a motion, so,
We get it
Get it.
done.
it just for some reason, if we don't have a February meeting or,
Because of, yeah, weather and stuff. like
yeah,
that.
if something happens, maybe. I think I think everything looks pretty good, myself, but I'll open, if anybody else has any other questions, they certainly feel free to ask. Okay, not hearing anything, so I get this, at this point, I'd entertain if somebody wants to make a motion for the budget.
Okay, I, Keith Franson, make a motion that we accept the budget for the water and sewer that was presented to us by Superintendent Caterino for the year 2021, 2022 budget.
Okay, I have a motion made by Keith Franson. Do I have a second?
Second it, Mike Garasino.
Okay, I have a second by Mike Garasino. Is there any further questions on the budget before we move ahead with a vote? Okay, hearing none, I'll ask to move ahead with a vote, and I think we got everybody on here, so if you could just, and this is an important matter, so just state your name, and I'm gonna start off with all those in favor, please signify by saying aye or raise your hand.
Keith Franson, aye.
Mike Garasino, aye.
Vin Maltese, aye.
I've got Marissa. with her-
Mario Mancini, aye.
Ed Welk, aye.
Okay, I think I got everybody. All those opposed, say nay. Hearing nothing, the motion to pass the budget passes unanimously. Thank you very much. I think Mr. Caterino did a nice job on the budget again this year. So moving ahead, we're still on item 5 on the agenda. We'll go to B, which is the proposed 2021 regular meeting schedule. And this was attached in your December package, I believe. So the meeting schedule is there. I guess at this point, I'll entertain a motion to accept the meeting schedule.
Keith Franson, I make a motion that we accept the 2021 regular meeting schedule of the water and sewer.
Okay, motion's been made by Keith. Do I have a second?
Second, Mike Garasino.
Mike Garasino's got a second. So all those in favor will go again, state your name and say aye or raise your hand, those of the video.
Keith Franson, aye.
Mike Garasino, aye.
Vin Maltese, aye.
Mario Mancini, aye.
Marissa, I have you.
Ed Welk, aye.
Okay, so we got a bunch of ayes there. Do we have anybody opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries unanimously to accept the meeting schedule for 2021. Okay, moving along to item 5C. This is always the highlight of the year here. Nomination and election of officers. So if anybody wants to run for anything, feel free. I guess I'll open the floor to nominations, I suppose.
What I would like to do is propose that if the current state of officers want to stay on for another year, I'll make it a motion that Secretary cast one ballot for the current slate of officers.
I agree with Keith.
Okay, is any other, do we have a motion? You want to put that in a form of a second, Mike? Is that,
Yes, I second the motion. Keep
Okay.
the officers like we have them.
okay, and I'll open it up for discussion at this point, or if there's any other, anybody else wants to make a nomination or what have you.
Hello, Mrs. Keith.
Hello.
Hearing nothing else, Keith's made a motion and Mike has seconded it to move forward for another year with the current slate of officers. So again, I'll ask you to state your name and say aye for all those in favor.
Keith Franzen, aye.
Mike Garasino, aye.
Vin Maltese, aye.
Mario Mancini, aye.
I've got
Ed Wilk,
Marissa.
aye.
Okay, I got Ed Wilk and I got Marissa with her hand up. So anybody opposed, say nay. Okay, motion, I believe that motion carries unanimously as well. So we'll keep moving along this evening to item number 6, which is a superintendent's report. So I'll turn it back over to Mr. Caterino at this time. It might be a little abbreviated because we already covered item 3G earlier in the meeting, so.
Okay, superintendent's report, November and December 2020. Water main and service breaks, there were none. Sewer stoppages, there were none. Item 3, project status. Water maintenance, this coming spring, we will be replacing 26 2-nozzle solid barrel non-breakaway older fire hydrants with new Mueller fire hydrants. We will also be flushing some of our water mains more frequently at a higher velocity in areas of town where we have recently been receiving dirty water complaints. Hydrant flushing will begin in the spring. Item B, sewer maintenance. National Water Main Cleaning Company was in town on Monday, 12/7/20, and did the following work. They cut and removed the protruding 4-inch cast iron sewer lateral on Rockland Avenue that was installed 12 years ago and had recently caused a sewer blockage. They removed that with no problem. Second thing they did was they cleaned and removed metal and concrete debris from a sewer manhole located on Buckingham Street. And the third thing they did is they jetted and performed the CCTV inspection on a sewer main located off Welton Street. A large amount of infiltration was found in this manhole, and this work will be scheduled to be repaired in the near future. Also, we will be cleaning and CCTV inspecting the sewer mains in Fernhill Road, Otis Drive, High Meadow Road, and Old Farms Road, as we observed high infiltration in this area during a recent inspection. Rustridge Road and Fernhill Road sanitary sewer pump stations. We are in the process of replacing the sensor probes on the vacuum prime system with newer, more modern probes, which are less prone to false readings. This will reduce the number of pump faults and emergency call-ins. Item C, Water and Sewer Authority Office. We will be converting the back room storage area into a lunch break room and have received a few prices to paint the walls, ceilings, and floors. We'll be reorganizing the files to make room for a table and cabinet. We will also be installing an automatic transfer switch on the emergency generator. Fire protection system, we'll be upgrading our fire alarm system to notify the fire department directly. Presently, our call-in personnel receives the alarm. Okay, item D, third plant water and sewer main relocation. Complete construction has started work to relocate the water and sewer mains on this property. These lines are owned by the town, have to be relocated to make room for the addition. Malone and McBroom did the engineering work and will also be doing the inspection work at the end of the project. They will provide us with an as-built plan and revised easement map. As of 1/4/21, the new sewer lines were installed and are being tested. Work on the new water main is expected to start around January 21st, which is actually tomorrow. Okay, we did item E, the sewer budget. Item F, general water and sewer authority status of work. There's really no change. Our office personnel have been keeping up with all of our work, billing, payments, meter maintenance, as-bills, inspections, call before you digs, etc. And there has been no loss of time due to the COVID-19 virus. We're all practicing the recommended procedures such as social distancing, 6 feet apart, washing hands frequently, wearing masks when in groups of people, and driving in separate vehicles. So far, so good is our department. We did item G already, the request for water service. The last item, which is H, just 2 projects that are upcoming in the springtime of 2021. First is the Carvel meter pit replacement. We recently met with the City of Waterbury Water Department, new superintendent, to discuss the Carvel meter pit and our plans for upgrading it and relocating it off the road and into the grass island. They would like to replace the existing micrometer mag meter with a newer one. And this work will also be done in the spring. The second project that will be done in the spring is a generator replacement for the Winding Brook Sewer Pump Station number 2. And we're presently working on the permits for this project. That concludes the superintendent's report.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Caterino. Do we have any questions from anybody on the superintendent's report this evening? Okay, hearing none. Item 7, which is minutes. I see we have none, but I don't believe we approved the minutes that were in last month's
No, we didn't.
package.
We did.
So why don't we, I don't know if I need to have a motion to change that on the agenda or not, but I do know we had the minutes, which I believe was from the November 18th meeting that were in the last package. So I guess if I could ask for somebody to put a motion forward, we'll get those minutes approved.
I'll make a motion that we approve the Wednesday, November 18th minutes of the Water and Sewer Authority.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second, Mike Aracino.
Okay, I got a motion made and seconded. All those in favor will go through, state your name, say aye.
Keith Franzen, aye.
Mike Garrisino, aye.
Vin Maltese, aye.
Mario Mancini abstain.
Okay, I got you, Mario, and then I got Marissa with your hand up there. All those opposed, say nay. Hearing none, the motion to approve the minutes passes. Item number 8, correspondence and information. We have, I believe these letters were in the December package. These are letters from the town council dated 11/18/20 for the reappointment of Keith Franzen, James Sugden, and Ed Wilk to the Water Sewer Authority. That's in your December package. And then there's a letter from the town council dated September 3rd, 2020 to appoint Marissa Mancini Cavallo to the Water Sewer Authority. So those were in the last package. And I believe that's brings us to the number 9 on our agenda tonight, which is adjournment. So things have moved along pretty quickly this evening. So I guess I'll ask if anyone would like to put up a motion for adjournment.
I make a motion, we adjourn. Keith Franzen.
I second Mike Garrisino.
Okay, we got a motion been made and seconded by Keith and Mike. So motion is for adjournment. So all those in favor, either raise your hand or say aye.
Keith Franzen, aye.
Mike Garrisino, aye.
Vin Maltese, aye.
Mario Mancini, aye.
Okay,
Ed
Marissa.
Wilk, aye.
Okay, Marissa, I see your hand up. So, all right, that adjourns our meeting for this evening. Congratulations to all the officers that have been reelected for another term. So
Thank you.
just thank you everyone for
Welcome,
participating. in-
welcome Marissa there.
Yes, welcome Marissa aboard. And I guess just for Marissa's benefit, I don't think I stated the officers, just so you know that myself, Jim Sugden's the chairman, Ed Wilk is the vice chairman, and Keith Franzen is our secretary. So I got that right, Keith?
Correct.
Okay, all right. So so at this point, thank you. I think we're all getting somewhat used to the Zoom thing. It's a little unique. It's been quite a few months now, but hopefully we can all get back together, back together shortly. So thank
I
you.
want to apologize for the helicopters. I'm down here in South Florida, and Trump's helicopters are all around us.
Oh, really?
Patio, that's what they heard.
Mike,
So,
I'm in Florida too.
all right, come and visit.
Guys are lucky.
I'm in
Yeah.
Clearwater.
Too far. All right. Well, enjoy, everybody.
Yeah, take care.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you,
you, everyone.
guys. Thank you.
Okay,
Yep. Good night.
night.
All right.
All right, thank you.